Hello, everyone, dear American Dream Life members. As promised, today I'm with amazing Angel Marie, and I'm so excited how much extra energy we can receive from this amazing angel. And she doing amazing things with her movement, overcoming her own personal challenges and discovering that there is a need to serve others, and fulfilling herself with that mission. And without further ado, take her away, Angel. Share some more about you.
Thank you so much. And thank you for having this on every day to really help other people to have the stories, to have the inspiration, and for them. And also thank you personally to you, because I know that it's a commitment to come on and do these Facebook Lives. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I am Angel Marie Monachelli. I'm considered that shine on girl because I help other people to really connect to themselves and shine from the inside out. And if you don't understand that, that's like having a morning routine. It's like having more confidence, having more skills and more tools so that you can really step into your self-care and giving yourself permission. That's the big one, isn't it? Giving yourself permission to be in that happy place. So I also say part of what I do with the Shine On movement right here, the Shine On movement, is raising your vibration, raising your energy in such a way that it radiates out to the world. And it impacts every single human, to the planet, to the animals, to nature. And that raises everyone's energy, if you know it or you don't. So what I like to say is I am committed to the world, to that every person discovers and knows that they can choose happy because it's energy. So that's what I do. I'm an empowerment coach. So I take on clients, which they come to my office. They also online. And then I have the daily dose of inspiration that I do every morning. And that's fun. I do angel card readings and give readings. And I also speak on a lot of different venues. Right now it's all on Zoom in big rooms. And I talk about self-care, about how to really move from your inside out. And then I'm also a Tai Chi instructor. And I teach the Tai Chi every day at 3 o'clock for 22 minutes. So there you go. There you go. That's a little bit. And then I'm a best-selling author, 2-time best-selling author, national best-selling. Yeah, 2-time.
Yes, awesome. That's amazing. Yes, and I have your book with dedication, and I read it, and it's beautiful. And also, what you do, it's amazing. And what I want to share. So you shock me with your energy.
No, everything is energy, isn't it? It really is. And when we really connect to our vibration, our frequency, we're really talking about quantum physics. We're not talking about the woo-woo, which some people say, oh, that's kind of woo-woo, Angel, you know, like with Reiki and other things. And the thing is it's quantum physics, and that can't be argued, that we're energy, vibration, and frequency. And just by being here and watching this right now and seeing into my eyes, you're getting that healing. You're in the field, and that's proven. Isn't that crazy? I mean, but it's true.
It is. I shared about it on my live yesterday to invite others to our live broadcast, that I experienced that around you. My energy was shifting every time we met in person. I all of a sudden like on the happy pill.
And it is scientifically in quantum physics, it's proven that when you have a vibration, like becomes like. And did you see, I didn't mean like a vibration, like I'm way up here and you're down here. No. It's a different energy field, and that vibrates. And people are starting to understand about energy because they're like, Angel, how do I release negative energy? And I have a whole thing on that to help people to release it. because they're like, oh, that person's negative. But the thing is you're taking the choice. You're also having that choice to be. So there's a part of it that's right there. And I get, well, they did that. No, you allowed them to do that because you don't have boundaries. Oh, well, so it is, everything is about energy. And I am, people will call me like, let's follow your energy. Let's follow your energy. What's going on? Oh, let's follow the energy. And then at the end they go, wow. Now they see everything.
Yeah, that's awesome. So tell us some more background. What we know what create that excitement for you in what you do, because it shows that it's your passion and you love what you do and how you serve others. What brought you to discovering that passion and that purpose in your life?
Well, thank you. That's a great question. And what happened is, you see that I'm standing. Many people will sit during different things. They're always sitting. For me, the reason I'm standing is because I'm in chronic pain all the time. And for me to stand and move, your brain can only do one thing at a time. So my foot that is completely crushed, I don't feel it because I'm engaged and I'm happy and I'm smiling and I'm bringing that chi, that energy up. Now, what happened was over 20, 30 years ago, when I was diagnosed with lupus, fibromyalgia, arthritis, and Sjogren's, all of those are immune system diseases. And this is what we're doing right now, going through this pandemic right now. It's all about take care of your immune system. So I'm genius. I'm an expert at helping anyone to get through that, because when they told me that I was diagnosed, and it's all through my family, my sister, my mom, aunts, grandparents, I mean, everybody, they're all diagnosed with all these immune system. When they diagnosed me, I said, I'm looking at my family and I'm like, they're all taking prescription drugs and they're having side effects. And I'm like, I don't think I want to do that. So I got a massage therapist and started giving me massages. What happened is she couldn't massage anymore, because if you know anything about those diseases, you start to well up. And I was like, oh, that's starting to hurt. You can't touch me anymore. And that's even today. If you rub too much, it'll just fester. So it's like, So she said, let me do this Reiki. And I was like, what is that? I come from a Catholic background, Christian background. Nobody heals. I don't understand this. What is that? What is that? And she said, it's not any kind of religion. It doesn't hurt. It's just energy. So do you? And I said, you know what? I was in tears. I was like, go ahead and do it. And I felt energy, and I was able to move the energy out. And that's when it was like, wait a minute, this isn't woo-woo. That's what I call it. This is quantum physics. And that's when I really stepped into the 7 laws of the universe, what really is happening in our belief systems, our mindset, our heart set. And that's when I started to put everything together. But then I was like, wait a minute, we're in this 3rd dimension, right? So what I did was I started looking at the power of food, the power of mindset, and the power of energy. And when I really connected all 3 of those, because we are what we eat, right? We are what we think about. And the biggest thing is the energy healing is moving your energy and being connected. And when I put them all together and then I looked at them and I started studying them, and, I had 3 heads back then. I did. Everybody, she's crazy, but she's not any prescription drugs. She's always happy and has energy. But yet, we don't know what she's doing. It's really interesting to watch that for years. And then and then what happened is I started feeling better and I started teaching, and then I became a Reiki master, which means just teacher, but it's helping you to understand your energy, and you teach you how to do it yourself. And that was the big thing. I mean, Willetta, and people out there, don't you want to be able to heal yourself? I mean, our bodies, you breathe 20,000 times or more a day and you don't even think about it. What happened if you understood how you move your chi, your prana, your energy? Quantum physics can't be argued. What if you really understood that? You could be out of pain. Wow. So that's way back when, how I got started in that, because it was either go down the route of Western medicine and having all those side effects, or drinking, which I never really did even in college, but a lot of people do that, or smoking, or start to really take care of what's going on really inside. And when I found that I could just, it's really easily taught and guided through, that I could do it in such a way, and that my vibrational field shifts, and it helps shift yours. So I always encourage people, just do a half an hour session with me, even online. Just do a half an hour. It'll change your world. And I can guarantee that. So that's how I got here when I first started. But yet going through so many more things, like with the dyslexia and feeling not good enough. So that's, being at the center and understanding that most people, they don't feel good enough. They don't have that self-esteem. And that's where the book came out of, 52 Secrets for Greater Success and Higher Self-Esteem. How do you really step into your self-esteem, your self-confidence? So that's why I wrote the book.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, and help inspire others to grow their beliefs in today's world, today's environment. It's possible. And you discover that secret, that code, how to heal yourself from inside out. And that's pretty much the only way. Whatever you do with Western medicine, it's usually just masking the symptoms and experiencing side effects. And when you going that different route, and like you had mentioned, woo-woo, I've been exposed to different woo, because I thought, well, why going through some experiences and experiencing even more side effects with things. And possibly because I also have a bit, I wasn't the healthiest child, and I think I had all the disease that they even put the immunization for. And my mom was concerned, and I think she even, was bringing me to some people. She was trying to figure out what is wrong with me.
And moms are great at that, and people are great at that, because they're starting to go, wait a minute, I've been through all the testing, because I still go to the doctor. If something happens, I'll go and get all the tests. Then I take all the tests, and then I'll do my own emotional stuff, and I'll go to a naturopath, or I'll go to my healer and say, this is what the blood work says. This is what this says. This is what's going on. But yet now emotionally, let's look at what's going on, because right now with the kidneys are all about fear. And if you're having kidney problems, you're in fear. What are you in fear of? But yet the kidneys, just going up on your toes works your kidneys. So I invite you to go and do like 50 toe raises a day. And that's why we do those every day at 3 o'clock when I do the Tai Chi for 22 minutes, because Mayo Clinic says anything over 20 minutes and you're fine. So 3 o'clock, take a break and do the toe raises. And every organ is related, like the liver is anger. It was 3 or 4 years ago, I went to the hospital because I ate too much sugar. It was really, that's it. Because I cannot, with being diagnosed with all those, sugar is poison. And you go, oh, my back hurts. My back hurts. And it's like, most of the time I say, no, you ate sugar. Oh, yeah, I did. Your back doesn't hurt. Your kidneys are yelling at you. But I went to the hospital because I literally couldn't move, because, hey, we all do this, right? I'm human.
We are human beings.
So probably about 4 years ago, and I went to the hospital, and they said, you have a lesion on your liver. And as soon as they said that, I felt this anger. And I was like, okay, what am I angry at? Because I'm angry. And you think, oh, the shine on girl, she's angry. But yes, I was angry. I was angry at society at that time. I was angry just in life. I wasn't angry at one particular person, but I was angry. And when I really drilled it down, and that's coming from the inside out, that is doing the work, the self-care work. And I don't like it work. I like activities. And when I really looked at it, it was like, okay, I'm going to let this go. And many people don't have the tools to do that, but yet that's what I teach. and doing the tools to get rid of that. And I came back 6 months later and had them re-look at my liver. I had no lesion. I had no problems whatsoever. So that proved to me again that, I mean, it's medically proven that you make all new limbs in 3 months. You make a whole new limb every 10 days, depending on how big you are and stuff, but you change out your blood. So how can you be really, I don't say I have lupus, fibromyalgia, arthritis, and Sjogren's. Have you ever heard me say I have? No, I'm not owning it. I've been diagnosed with it. I don't own any of it. I have, and I don't mind saying that, I have dyslexia. That I don't really own it, but yet that is something I have it. I have it. And it does it affect me? Only if I allow it. Only if I let it come into my, because I have a phone that I can speak anything I want into it and then I can spell it. That's how I wrote my book. I wrote my book like that because everybody kept bugging me. They wanted more. They're like, Angel, you know, what else can you teach? What, and I'm like, well, I have 19 classes, but I can't do them all in 1 month. But, you know, and they're like, well, I want more. And it's like, okay, I'll write a book. And I was like, ooh, I don't want to write a book. You know, for one, I don't even want to write it because with my hands, with that A word, cancel, delete, don't have it. I don't really write anything. And I was like, I want to type. Oh, I don't want to type it. So I spoke it into a Google Doc. And that's all I did. Every day I would get up and tell more stories, more stories, more stories. And then me and my editor would jump on and she could see it and I could see it. And we'd fix it all. And I'd be like, no, that's not an angelism word. That can't go in the book. Because I wouldn't say that word. So, and there's not one but in that word, in that book either. The word but, because that energy of but stops everything. And most people don't know that. And the word no is not a word that I use because no is a very low vibration. Everything to me is energy and vibration. So Shine, my dog Shine, she doesn't know no. I just had somebody come in there and go, Shine, no. And I'm like, for one, don't command my dog. Okay. And for two, she doesn't know no. She knows leave it. Because what does that do to her energy? Oh, okay, Mom. But no is, it stops them, but it stops you too.
That's beautiful. I've been practicing. I heard about but, not so much about the no. So I was really paying attention and seeing how many times I do say that word. It was interesting practice, and I got to go back more to it. And it still kind of made that impression on me that every time I say it, it's like, why I'm saying it. So there's still some awareness.
It's a shift. It's a pattern interrupt. It's a shift, and it helps you to really connect on a different level. So then it's also trying. Trying is lying. Trying, take that word out. I'm either doing it or I'm not doing it. I am doing self-care. Did I do it this morning? Not necessarily. I did a little bit, but I'm doing it. So you don't have to quantify. Isn't that beautiful?
Sure, definitely. Just a simple words, but so powerful, right? How we use them, and yeah.
Everything is words. Everything goes down to the vibration of the words and what you really not necessarily thinking. Throw that out. The mindset, it's really the heart set. We have more emotional peptides and neural nets, neural pathways in the heart that gives energy, vibration snapping to your brain than we have the other way. Isn't that interesting? But people will stay in their head trying to figure something out. Well, why did I do that? Well, why is this? Why? It's like, stop. Does it matter? What are you doing now? Move on.
You're singing my song, Girlfriend. I decided to go on this journey to discover how to operate from my heart set and then my mindset, because I was getting myself in trouble.
Well, we're gonna have to have a session pretty soon then.
Sure.
Let's do that.
Yeah, getting kind of stuck in that head. It's a dangerous kind of zone. You really can you're doing yourself a disservice, and create a lot of kind of tension and blocking that energy as well to move through you when you just living in that space. And I thought I cannot get myself out because I will lose myself if I get out of my head.
You might. I mean, you might, but we really aren't taught that. We're taught to have to think it through. And it's such a beautiful time to be alive, even after 76 days of this. And I still say it because, and I know there's many that have lost their lives, that people are grieving because of those. I just had my best friend die, not because of the COVID-19, but yet I understand that. Yet this is really a redo here, and it's a place for us to step into how we really want our lives to be, because most people have been staying home, and they really are looking around going, do I really even know my kids? Do I like my husband, my wife, my partner, my girlfriend, boyfriend? And do I like me? And what do I do with me? And what purpose do I have? I don't want to go back to work at so-and-so. I don't like working there. So what am I really wanting to do? And it's really having people take a look at who they are right now and bettering themselves. And there's, suicide rate is way up. We have domestic violence is way up too, because they're stuck at home. But you know what we have now is the realization as we open up our eyes and start to look at our neighbors. Like, I know all of my neighbors. I'm in a condo, and I know pretty much, well, I can't say pretty much, I know all of my neighbors, and I will ask for help. And I did that when I was really in the grief. I was in very much grief a couple days ago, could not do anything and just kept crying. So I asked it, and I really encourage you, ask for help. And if you are asking the same person and they're not helping, move on.
Find somebody else.
You could do like I say to Shine, leave it. Leave it. I do that for myself too, because I get a little, about cleaning and stuff. And I'll be like, leave it. Just stop it. It's called pattern interrupts. You got to do some pattern interrupts.
Yeah. So that's great. And yeah, that's beautiful what you share. It's necessary for people getting out of their head and that belief that they have to help themselves. They had to reach out for support. They have to be open to that. And it's not a weakness, it's a strength, actually. That's what I start considering as well, because I'm also the person that over the years, there was like kind of conditioning through that I had to figure it out, and I have to help myself, because even if I ask parents, my parents were like trying to create some independence. I was kind of sometimes kind of indecisive and stuff, so they thought they're doing me a service to let me figure things out on my own, and it stuck with me for all those years that I had to figure it out on my own. And it's not easy to ask for support. And I start realizing more and more that it's not possible to be alone and not asking for support. And like you had mentioned, especially in those times like grief, when somebody close to you passes, and you need that support. And sometimes for others, and it's especially in those times, I know that it's not easy for me to actually approach some people, because I don't know what space they are. Do they want to be alone, or do they need support? So if you voice, I'm looking for support, it's important for that person to open their mouth and like, I need support. I cannot be alone. It's crucial. So
yes.
yeah.
And it's giving yourself permission to ask for help, to let the other person feel valued. And I think we forget that, but it's such a value when I call my one friend up and I'm like, hey, you going to Fry's? Pick me up a cooked chicken. And she always laughs because I'm like, are you going to Fry's? Are you going to kill? Because I know that she's coming over because she does Tai Chi with me. And she's like, yeah, you're right, I am. And I'm like, pick me up a cooked chicken. And it's kind of a joke now. You got a chicken? You know, if I don't ask, why? And this is something we've learned from a long time ago, of not giving ourselves permission to be worthy of the receiving. That's the key, isn't it? The worthiness. Do you really feel worthy? Do you have that? And most of us do not feel that way. So if you're out there and you're feeling alone, it's time to make a list of who you can ask. And then if you can't do that list, I always say, look at community centers, look at churches, there's a lot of governments, there's a lot of stuff out there that is there to help.
Definitely. You're not alone. So don't stay by yourself, and reach out for help. And there are people, and sometimes we don't know, like I said, we don't know what others going through. We're just going through the motions through social media. And especially in those days, checking on each other, not just through social media, but other touches in different ways to make sure that other people okay, and they doing, and be honest about it, because sometimes it's just that you don't want to bother. Why? Probably people have a worse things on their mind, and you don't want to bother other people. And it's coming back to that worthiness. You are worthy to receive. And if you feel that way right now, that you shouldn't be alone, don't be alone. And reach out and have the conversation. And I kind of even getting myself out of head many times when I kind of reach out, kind of focus out. So it's the time for that focus in, to discover some answers, to clear some of that energy, but also focusing out is help that with that shift, that you serving others and helping others, and building that relation and connection with the others. So we are human beings, and we are starving for the connection, and kind of not allowing ourselves, like you keep saying through our broadcast today, just give yourself permission.
Yeah. And I loved how you put, giving and building those relationships, because when we're not asking for help or asking what we want or have boundaries, we're not building, we're just being there. And that's not really building the relationship with yourself or with the other person. And one of the things that I do, and that I always tell people to do, and I invite you to, is do 3-3-3 today. Okay, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to kick you. I'm going to invite you to do this. Okay, if you need to invite 3 texts to people you haven't talked to, just 3 texts to say, hey, I love you. How are you doing? You don't have to text me back. And I really say that you don't have to text me back. Okay, 3 phone calls, literally phone calls that you haven't talked to somebody, and especially if it's your grandma or your aunt, elderly, they're stuck right now. They're still stuck in. And that's, just call them and say, hey, I only got 5 minutes. It's okay to tell people that, and call them. And then the other 3 is you send 3 thank you cards or 3 cards. Now, sometimes I just get a piece of paper and say, I love you, Mama. I love you, Danny, my stepdad. And I hope you're having a great day. I put it in an envelope and send it. And they get it. It makes their day. It's making someone's day, but it's feeling and reaching out, because that's what, like you said, we're human. We want the connection. So I hope that helps. And maybe you just do 1-1-1.
Yeah, just start with that, and upgrade to 2 and then 3.
Right, and you'll start to go, wait a minute, that person did this. I mean, with the chicken, I actually sent her a card and she got it. And she just was laughing. She goes, you sent me a thank you card. I come over here to do Tai Chi with you every day because it gets me out of the house. It gets me moving. And yet you're sending me a card to say thank you for the chicken. I'm like, yeah, because did you have fun when you got it? You were like, oh my gosh, it's not a bill. How exciting. I got something in the mail that's not a bill or not something I have to take care of. What is it? Oh, it's from Angel. Because I always put Angel shines or shine on.
That's beautiful. Yes, yeah, bringing the old tradition of writing the notes or thank you cards. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And it helps them to shift, because everything is about how you take care of yourself. That's self-care, self-development, self-help, self-reliance, self-confidence. Everything is about understanding how you center yourself. So it's a beautiful way to have self-care to help others, but it also self-care because how does it feel? It feels good. I feel good when I send, and I've already sent 3 today.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. There are a lot of beautiful tips. We're rocking for 30 minutes. So let's wrap it up. So how people can reach you, and we will put the links in the broadcast as well. So what is it, your website or Facebook?
Yeah, they can go to my website, angelmarieshines.com.
Okay.
Or they can just go to the Facebook and find me there and just message me. That's, if you're on here right now, why don't you message me and say, Angel, I want to know more. And we can set up like a 15-minute discovery, and we can just call right here if that works for you. Or if you're really ready, let's just have a session, a 30-minute, but let's chat first. So do that. And then I just came out with my new course online. It's very exciting. It's what I've been working on for over 30 years and what I teach. And I finally put it in a video form. So that's exciting, to offer a self-help that can get you going and really help you to shift your energy and look at life different. Because did you see on Facebook what they're saying? In this pandemic, I don't like that word, is you're either going to be a chunk, a hunk, or a drunk.
Wow. I didn't see that one. I saw
it just cracked me up, because I'm getting the phone calls for the people that are gaining weight and they don't have any inspiration. So that tool right there, that self-help, activate your self-care, that's the name of it. So great, because it'll help you to realize your energy and how to get your butt up and get inspired.
That's great. Yeah. And people can find out more about online on your website, or?
No, it's not on the website, because it's the shineonboost.com. Shineonboost.com. Shine on boost.
Boost.
I know you want it. I know you do. And if you come on and you look at that, I'm giving you, because you're here today, I'm giving you a gift. It's not a discount, because you never discount vibration. You can gift. There's a gift that I'd like to give you. So just message me and let's get this going, because I know you want to feel better, right? People want to feel better.
Sure.
And especially the ones that I'm getting that are like, okay, I've been drunk for like over a month and a half, and I'm kind of tired of being, I'm really not feeling good now. It's like, well, you're drinking sugar, and that downs the immune system. So that's how angelmarieshines.com. That's the first place, and go to services. But yet the best way is, why don't you just message me and let's get this going?
Sure. Definitely. Yes. That's great. Yeah. So thank you for that opportunity to connect with you. And we presented how energetic and how happy you are. So people get the taste of who you are, and what's your background, and why you're doing what you're doing. And it's important. People many times connecting because of that. They might resonate with you because, like you had mentioned, they might be going through some challenges right now and they need support. So anyhow, so that's beautiful. So what would be the final, like a thought, quote, tip? Well,
I think I'll do a quote, and the quote is, it's in my book, is happiness is feeling like you're on vacation all the time.
Oh, wow.
Remember, what you think about, you bring about. So no matter what's going on, you can choose happy. So that's the quote. But also what I always tell people is what? Change your mindset. Don't stay here. Change your mindset. It will energize your life, because it gives you your heart. You start to get out of here and you go, oh, what do I really feel? Energize your life and you will shine on. You'll take the action.
Awesome.
So, there you go.
Thank you so much. That was delight and honor to be with you in this space together. My energy is up, definitely. I'm looking for awesome Friday and weekend. And thank you. We'll be in touch as well. as well, always. We've been kind of friends for some time.
Yeah,
Some
long
time.
time. So thank you, Aletta, for having me on
You're
and
welcome.
always supporting me in the Shine On movement and understanding. And I look forward to having a session with you.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Looking forward to it. Thanks. Take care.